They lived on a yacht, built a dream, and turned ocean horizons into a business millions followed. But behind the cinematic walkthroughs and glassy marinas, whispers grew louder about burnout, delays, and a relationship carrying the weight of an empire. Victoria, Chalaya, and Rico Rock's Stoll of NautiStyles looked unstoppable until the waves got rough and the cameras caught the strain around the edges.
Please like and subscribe to our channel.
Victoria's rise began far from the docks. Born in St. Petersburg, she left home at 16 for Los Angeles and chased film the way others chase the wind. Years of auditions, on-set work, and relentless study gave her storytelling instincts and on-camera composure. Rico's path was grittier: German military service, paramedic shifts, then a sharp pivot to music and live events. They met in LA, married, and made an audacious choice: skip the house and buy a liveaboard. 8 years afloat taught them systems, seamanship, and how to troubleshoot problems at sea and in life. They earned captain's licenses, learned the business from the bilge up, and turned a side project into a brand. A single viral yacht tour became a channel. A channel became two: NautiStyles and Nauti Guys, covering tours, ownership, brokerage, and the realities of running boats. Success brought turbulence. As audiences ballooned, so did expectations. Their most ambitious gamble, Adamus, a custom steel explorer yacht, promised independence and credibility on a new level. But documenting a big build in real time is its own storm. Decision fatigue, shifting timelines, expensive changes, and the constant pressure to feed the content engine while navigating shipyard realities. Viewers wanted weekly reveals. The yard delivered in fits and starts. That gap between what's filmable and what's feasible bred frustration on both sides of the screen. Public scrutiny sharpened. Some fans noticed fewer carefree joint moments and more solo appearances or late-night editing posts. Others felt the tone had cooled from spontaneous and scrappy to curated and careful. Comments began to split. One camp praising their transparency and work ethic, another asking if the dream had been swallowed by the business. A few forum voices even read tension into offhand glances and pauses on camera, a reminder that parasocial relationships turn body language into breaking news. The stakes climbed through 2024 to 2025. Adamus slipped past early projections, and with every delay the spreadsheet got heavier. Content cadence wobbled as real-world milestones moved. Sponsors and partners, always pragmatic, expect predictable delivery. Creators know that boats don't care about calendars. Meanwhile, the broader creator economy showed its wear. Burnout announcements, hiatuses, and quiet exits. If titans across YouTube could step back, could a two-person yacht brand really outpace gravity indefinitely? Fans kept receipts. "I missed the early walkthroughs, messy, honest, fun," one sentiment echoed. Others rallied. "They're building a ship, not a set. Give them time." In between were practical questions only launch day could answer. When does Adamus charter? What will rates be? Will the boat stabilize the business or become a beautiful anchor on cash flow? Amid the noise, the facts of their grind stood firm. NautiStyles was never just views. It was a flywheel. Media feeding brokerage, tours feeding brand, brand feeding sales and projects. Victoria's credibility in sales and operations expanded. Rico's production and logistics backbone kept the machine humming. They made a hardline choice early: protect audience trust over quick cash, and built loyalty that still shows up in comment sections whenever doubt circulates. So is collapse imminent, or is a reset underway? The answer hangs on execution. If Adamus clears the yard and meets the water with systems dialed and charter plans precise, the narrative tilts back in their favor. A successful first season at sea would convert years of pressure into proof. If instead, the boat lingers unfinished and content thins, fatigue will harden into attrition. As for their partnership, they've offered no official fracture, only the familiar fatigue of founders who traded comfort for a higher tide line. Their legacy is already larger than a subscriber count. They demystified yachts for ordinary viewers, made pilot houses and engine rooms feel approachable, and gave aspiring owners a vocabulary for dreams. And they modeled a mantra they live by: do hard things now so later can be easier. Whether the next chapter is redemption or reinvention, one truth remains: the ocean rewards patience, punishes shortcuts, and always reveals what's real.